If you're basing the home defense argument on stopping power and lethality, you're never going to win the argument with a pistol caliber. But alas, the argument in its fullness is not simply about stopping power and lethality. Certain home defense needs can readily and sufficiently be met with pistol caliber AR builds, and most of the time, a dedicated AR built for that caliber provides the type of reliability and proven effectiveness in operation that the AR is famous for. This, despite a mixed history of early success and failure, is converting the AR to a pistol-centric system. Let's take a look at the top 10 pistol caliber carbines for home defense. Number 10. PSA AK-V, $1,000. Until a few years ago, there weren't many options in the way of a pistol caliber AK platform. There were a few Frankenstein builds out there, and the Definitive Arms AKX-9, which will be discussed later, was the first actual blueprinted pistol caliber AK, but it was expensive and hard to get your hands on. Thankfully, PSA stepped up to the plate and created a gun we have quite a bit experience with, called the AK-V chambered in 9mm. What a blast to shoot! We're huge fans of the 9mm round and the AK variant. When the two are combined, it's a match made in heaven. To top it all off, the AK-V has some great upgrades not found on most other AK-47 type rifles, like a last round bolt hold open and Magpul furniture. They're available in both pistol and rifle forms. Number 9. Definitive Arms AKX-9, $1,600. This is a gun we own in our personal collection, and it's one of our favorites. It's accurate, affordable to shoot, is based on an AK-47 platform, accepts Colt stick mags, and has never failed us once. This is a PCC that you won't find on most other lists because they are super hard to find, but a no-brainer once you see how they run. This might be our own personal choice for best pistol caliber carbine. They come into stock randomly on different websites as well as the used market. Number 8. Henry Big Boy Carbine, $1,000. Say what? Henry? Well, have you ever shot a Henry lever-action rifle before? If you have, then you get it. If not, then you should. Did you know they make a carbine version with a 16.5-inch barrel? Every gun Henry makes that we've shot was reliable and accurate, almost to a fault, but not quite. They make big boy carbines chambered in 38, 357, 327, 41, 44, and 45 Colt. This is an excellent addition to those of you who are revolver owners, so you don't have to actively stock a new caliber. The primary downside to this is the weight. The brass is just heavy, and there isn't much of a way around it. Number 7. PSA AK-9, $500. We've got quite a few rounds downrange with a PSA AR-9, and we're impressed. Not only is the quality there, but the value is also there. As an added bonus, the controls are familiar to anyone who has had experience with an AR-15 variant rifle. If you're serious about self-defense, having an AR-15 chambered in 9mm is an excellent option for training that can also be used for defense. Number 6. Kel Tec Sub 2000, $500. The Kel Tec Sub 2000 is, to us, the ultimate backpack gun. It folds up nice and small, shoots 9mm like a champ, is accurate enough, and pretty reliable. These aren't the easiest guns to find on today's best pistol caliber carbine list though, but well worth the search for a gun you can stick in a backpack or a safe in your truck. They can be had in 9mm or 40 S&W and retail for about $500, again if you can find one. Number 5. CMMG Guard 45, $700. This is one of the few on this list not chambered in 9x19, though if memory serves us, they do offer a 9mm one as well. We were actually at the event they released the Guard at, and was highly impressed. To us, this platform makes sense for home defense. Why? Well, you still get a maneuverable platform, but with 45 ACP, you don't need to worry about penetrating through walls as much as you do with some of the other calibers. Of course, it is still a concern to a degree, just not as much. Anything can over-penetrate. Number 4. Sig Sauer MPX, $2,000. The Sig MPX is easily the most expensive pistol caliber carbine on today's list. Coming in at about $2,000, this is a carbine you have to be able to afford. But Sig charges that much money because they can get that much money for their guns. Period. Either way, the MPX is a great PCC. The Sig Sauer MPX was designed to be a replacement for the Heckler & Koch MP5. The HK MP5 had ruled the subgun world for years, and Sig decided they wanted to upset that system. To do so, they had to design a gun that was more controllable, cheaper, and just overall better than the MP5. In some regards, we think they did a pretty good job. The Sig MPX feels just like an AR-15, so all its controls and features translate extremely well. If you're used to the AR-15 platform, it's a great-looking gun. If you're into tactical style firearms, or you love movie guns, you're going to love the Sig MPX, which has been featured in a lot of awesome movies. We know that played a large role in our buying the gun, but since then, it has become one of our favorites beyond its screen appeal. Number 3. Ruger PC Carbine, $760. Ruger is one of those companies who are continually bringing new stuff to the table. When they released the PC Carbine at SHOT Show, we think in 2017 or 2018, it caused quite the stir. The PC Carbine went on to be one of the most popular PCCs on the market because of its versatility and the fact that it can take Glock mags once set up to do so with a small part swap. Also cool is the fact that you can now customize them further and add stuff to your heart's content. They're now coming with M-LOK handguard with rails on top for sighting systems, adjustable stocks, etc. Number 2. CMMG Banshee, $1,400. This is a recent addition to this list of what we think are the best pistol caliber carbines. The Banshee is a gun that we have right now chambered in 40 S&W, but it is available in other calibers as well. We have time behind the trigger of a 10mm PCC Banshee as well while at their release for it. This is a great all-around platform of pistol caliber carbine. This gun is in our get-home bag that is designed to get us back home in the SHTF when we're out. Overall, this is a great gun that shoots 180 grain projectiles at a higher velocity than normal because the barrel is longer than it is in a handgun. Because it takes Glock mags, we have 22 rounds at our disposal. The Banshee is also customizable in that you can get it in a multitude of different colors. Number 1. CZ Scorpion, $1,000. Last but certainly not least is the very capable CZ Scorpion EVO3 pistol caliber carbine. Again, this is one of the most capable and quality-built firearms on the market, built by a trusted manufacturer. It also comes with a 16.2-inch barrel, or shorter for pistol platforms, a folding stock, with a sub-$1,000 price tag. What's not to love? The CZ Scorpion was initially designed by Laugo as a modern 9mm submash gun. The design was purchased by CZ and refined into the Scorpion. The name comes from the famed VZ61 Scorpion machine pistol produced during the Cold War. The Scorpion as a submash gun was adopted by the Czechs, as well about a dozen other military and police forces. CZ released the semi-auto civilian version, and it became a big hit almost instantly. The CZ Scorpion and Sig MPX were the two guns responsible for the rise and crazy popularity of PCCs. The CZ Scorpion was produced as a rather clumsy pistol without a stock, but the advent of pistol braces quickly made the Scorpion a bit easier to handle. The Scorpion is a short and handy little gun, and when equipped with a brace, it's an excellent home defense firearm. There's a multitude of variants these days, and this includes a rifle model equipped with a proper stock. The rifle variant is still compact and lightweight, but not nearly as much as the pistol variants, obviously. The Scorpion is a very modern gun and is one of the most modern SMGs out there. The ergonomics aren't perfect, though. The biggest downside is the ambidextrous safety. Ambi safeties are usually great, but the Scorpion safety has this tendency to poke into your hand and prod every time you fire the gun. It gets old fast and starts to hurt. Now, outside of that terrible safety, the gun is solid. The pistol grip does have a sweeping rearward angle, but we find it plenty comfortable. The charging handle is reversible and puts forward of the weapon just above the handguard. It's an easy reach and natural for reloads or malfunction corrections. You can lock the charging handle rearward and even give it the HK slap to send the bolt home. That's all for this video, folks. See you another time.